like to open the second meeting of the official Krishna Fan Club. Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, blam, we're open. Okay, I'm going to start our fan club meeting with a reading of our official mission statement. The mission of the official Krishna Fan Club is to offer love and pure devotion to Krishna, offered in the spirit of laughter, joy, and mischief. We align our energies with all others that offer love and pure devotion to Krishna and the divine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today for our second meeting of the official Krishna Fan Club. We'll be holding these meetings every Saturday, every first Saturday. And we're excited to be here today to talk about our love and devotion for Krishna. So we have some old business that we're going to wrap up from last meeting. So we wanted to read the comments from our last meeting for every old business. So
yeah. So first roll call. Should we roll call?
Oh yeah, let's
first?
do the roll call. Roll call. Okay, so roll call.
Present is
Shannon, president of the Krishna Fan Club.
Vice President Shay. We have our mascot Spruce over there. He might pop in.
Yeah, he might pop in. He's
And
sleeping.
we also have some people live with us. We have Debbie's child.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for being here with us. If you see me going off to the side, I'm kind of checking my computer. I'll also be commenting back over there. And we have Lord of Nation, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
being
for
here
being
with
with
us.
us. Okay, so we wanted to read out the comments from the last meeting. So
Yes.
Shay, you're gonna pull those up.
So we have Shri Porn says, Hare Krishna, I have seen all the episodes of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Sharon is energy, LOA, says Hare Krishna.
That's me.
Please be patient with me as I don't know how to pronounce all the names.
We're gonna do our best. No.
Kartikate, perhaps, says Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hawkeye says, reading Bhagavad Gita transformed me from an agnostic to a dharmic person. This universal and timeless wisdom must be made mandatory in every educational institution around the world. Even simply hearing it can transform the whole humanity. It is an answer to all suffering and misfortunes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I love that. Thank you so much for that comment. And I know that to be true because the Gita has transformed my life. It's changed my life. I feel like it's saved me. Krishna saved me. So like, I love that. And I thank you so much for that comment.
Cassidy Martin, this is the heart. Y'all are so cute. I love this. Hare Krishna, Cassidy. Lord of Nation 9705 says, can you do little Krishna series reaction videos?
Yes.
We would love to see your reactions
We
to
were
them.
just talking about
Yes.
this. Part of it is we have to like figure out how to do it like with technology, but for sure we would love to do that because
Yes.
I'm just like watching those like crazy and they're so good. And what I love about it is like it's teaching me what feels like an overwhelming amount of information, like in the way of a child. Like I'm a child. I'm a child in this.
Mhm.
So like I need it. I need the cartoon.
Okay. User WQ6XD9ZV4U says, Jai Muladhar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Spruce just moved our thing. That's his little contribution. Okay. Ryanch Bagarv says, Krishna, the all-attractive, there is no specific path to attaining Krishna, and there can never be one as Krishna chooses to reveal himself to every individual differently, based on the level of their function on the spiritual and emotional plane. But it has been observed throughout the Vedic history, since his appearance on this planet and beyond, that women, or the females of those civilizations, because they prominently carry the feminine in them, are often seen establishing personal relationship with him, where they feel and see him as their son, brother, father, lover, husband, friend, to be able to get to know him on a personal level, as knowing his cosmic form is unimaginable or unfathomable. Yes, because there are no known faculty available to them in us except our senses, to which experiencing that infinite and non-dual nature of his persona is very, very difficult. So he makes it easier for us on the physical plane to reveal himself in a physical form where he walks, talks, sings, dances, makes fun of us, we make fun of him or gets involved in innumerable different activities with everyone around him to show the different aspects of his personality, so that we can love and cherish his existence, and in the process attain our true self, or attain that we are Krishna himself, playing around without any purpose. In his own words, the whole creation is his divine play, where there are no losers and winners, because he never designed a game for competition, but for enjoyment.
Yeah, I love that comment.
Thank you so much.
I really feel that, and I feel like the experience I have had getting to know Krishna has been very personal. It's felt that way. Like the dreams I've had, the visions I've had, it's of him. It's like of him. And I was telling Shay this earlier. It's like my beloved. It's almost like I feel like I'm in love. You know that feeling when you're in love and you just like you're thinking about the person and you're like excited and like butterflies. I literally feel that way about Krishna, and I've just been like, wow, like what is this? But that comment kind of helped me sort of understand part of the way Krishna appears to some of us is that way. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciate that validation, because that's for sure how I've been experiencing Krishna, definitely.
Yes, thank you so much for that, and Hare Krishna. Atomic Boy 074 actually responded to that comment and said, that's Bhakti Yoga. Yep, it mostly works with emotional beings, be thy men, women, or anything else who are not interested in treading the complex path of scriptural knowledge, but still want to know and experience Krishna. As he says, all paths lead to me. Many great female sages have indeed been known to be his great devotees, but there have been men and people from the third gender too, who have been his great devotees and attained him. Hare Krishna, thank you for that.
Thank you so much for that.
Tisha 2518 says, after reading the Gita, read Ashtavakra Gita.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I'm not sure.
So
if somebody who's watching who knows, let us know.
So
otherwise, we will be looking that up.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Kartik Tej 4248 says, little Krishna loves lots of butter. Yes, he does.
Yes.
And Sumatraj 5740 says, Will Smith is a new devotee of Krishna.
Yeah, I saw that comment. Like I did not know that.
I watched a video actually of Will Smith years ago, and his reaction to the Gita, or at least a portion of his reaction to the Gita, and that's cool to know and to hear. And we see you, Will Smith, and thank you for those comments. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, any and all are welcome to Krishna. That's what we found out. That's what we've been told. Yep. So I love that. Okay, so next we wanted to do some treasures of Krishna, and last time we had a little dish that we tried. And this time we didn't quite make it to get a dish. So instead we are going to offer a banana. And part of that is because what we've been understanding is that Krishna will accept anything that we make him offered in love and devotion. And even if it's just the banana peel, and we've told that story, and I know you are familiar with what we're talking about here likely. So that's really what it is. We're going to share a banana with us, with Spruce. Spruce loves bananas.
Yes. And really quick, Lord of Nations says that Ashtavakra Gita is a book of jnana yoga, not bhakti yoga. As you have chosen the path of bhakti or love, no need to delve deeper into that Gita.
It's so interesting.
Good to know.
There's
very interesting.
Yeah, different pathways to get to the same place, I sort of feel like. Right?
So, yes, but I want to offer this banana unto Krishna. We have our ghee light here, which the banana was kind of sitting by. And with pure love and devotion, we offer this upon Krishna, and then we offer to ourselves as well.
Okay, while you peel the banana, I'm actually going to pull out some messages. So I have this Mahabharata deck, and also I know that Krishna wants to communicate with us, and he wants to tell us messages. And I have been a tarot card, oracle card reader for, I don't know, a lot of years of my life. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So I like to get messages from the cards. So we're going to pull one from, I actually have this beautiful Kali deck. I should have this up, right? Because this is a powerful deck. I actually don't use it that much because Kali's energy is extremely powerful, I noticed. And every time we pull a card, it's like, whoa, like one's enough. Like, so we're going to get to that. But first I want to pull from this Mahabharata oracle and see what kind of message Krishna has for us from here. Okay. Ah, I love it. Adventure. Adventure. Here, will you hold this? What number is that? I'm going to read the book.
23.
23, okay. Adventure. This is the message that we are being sent. Okay. This is Drona. Oh, this is Drona. This card signals a voyage or a departure on a journey leading you to a discovery or a revelation that may surprise or astound you with intensity and feeling. It's an exciting development of your own self as you progress through the various stages of life lessons. I'll take that. I accept that. Absolutely. Yes. I feel like part of our journey of finding out about Krishna, about the Gita, about all of this has been an adventure. It's been like so interesting and enlightening for us to be able to learn so much, so many things. So I accept that. And I know we've got some astrology that is pretty intense right now. I don't know if y'all are into astrology at all, but like what we know, ow, Sprucey, watch out. What we know is that we have some planetary movement that's going to be really transformational for us personally, for the whole world. So I feel like we have to be willing to surrender to that and be open to the adventure of change. And I know that is something that Krishna wants us to do, is accept our change with that attitude of adventure. Yeah. Because of what you just read earlier about, the whole point is to enjoy. And I accept that. Oh.
And to move, he can have that banana.
He can have that.
Yeah. For you, Spruce. And to disrupt in a way that is positive. You know, we were talking last night a lot about how we can show up in the world and disrupt patterns that aren't beneficial to people, and how in those moments you get both sides of the duality, the haters and the lovers of the disruption. It's true. And I think it's our job just to follow our dharma. Lord of Nations says, seeing your banana, I got reminded of the Gita verse 9:26. I think we should pop that out and read it.
That's right.
I'm going to read it out of this
Spruce is looking
as well. You looking for a banana, sir?
Right. What was it, 9?
Yeah, chapter 9, verse 26.
Oh, of course. A leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water. Who presents to me with devotion? That offering of devotion I accept. Beautiful.
I love that. I'm going to read verse 27 as well because I love it. It's beautiful as well. Whatever you do, make it an offering to me. The food you eat, the sacrifices you make, the help you give, even your suffering. Verse 28. In this way, you will be freed from the bondage of karma and from its results, both pleasant and painful. Then, firm in renunciation and yoga, with your heart free, you will come to me.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for bringing that verse to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I think now we're at the part of the auspicious deeds. Ooh. And actually I was going to read it off my phone, and then we used my phone as the camera.
Can I look it up quick?
Yeah. So we know one of the things that Krishna really likes is auspicious deeds. So we want to offer auspicious deeds up to him. And just to remind all of us that, yeah, there's good humans on earth, and there's people who really want this world, this earth to be better, a good place, somewhere that we each should have compassion and love for each other.
So what was it on? Do you remember?
I don't know. Maybe we can just talk about it.
Okay, sure.
I'll just talk about it.
Yeah.
So I found this story of this man who rescues a woman and her baby from a flood, and her car is literally like going under this bridge, and this man walking by goes in and grabs this woman's baby out of the car and literally tosses the baby to his partner who's standing up on this bridge. He goes to his car and finds these big ratchet straps and straps this woman's car to the bridge so that it doesn't keep going under. He saves this woman's life, and that's just the type of auspicious deed that I just want to offer up. It's like bravery, it's courage, it's selflessness. So I just thank that fellow human on earth for doing good things. And
Hare Krishna!
Yeah, he like literally saved a baby. Like, that's pretty auspicious.
Pretty auspicious.
That's gotta be good karma, saving a baby.
I would think so.
Okay, so I had this download about this idea of auspicious deeds the other day. And so like I was saying, I do read tarot, I do give messages. I'm a medium, I get messages from the universe, and I often share them with my friends and family. I'm not somebody who's generally taken money to give readings. I usually don't. But I had this download that Krishna actually wants me to offer readings for the price of one auspicious deed. And that's really what it is. So I did a video on my other tarot channel about this, where essentially what I want you to do is go do an auspicious deed out in the world, somewhere in the universe. Do something nice, make somebody smile, make somebody feel good, basically spread some light. And if you write me a message and tell me about it, I will send you a message from the universe. So that's my offering to Krishna. So you can find me, I don't know, can you write in the chat? So you can find me at shannonisenergytarot@gmail.com. We're definitely going to put that in the description of this video, so you can email me there. And that's what I hope to do, is like get some people to do some auspicious deeds so we can offer them up to the universe, offer them up to Krishna. So again, it's shannonisenergytarot@gmail.com. Do an auspicious deed, and I will send you a message from the universe.
Yes, thank you so much for that offer.
Yeah.
Lord of Nations says, have you read the story of Krishna and Vidurani? It's a beautiful story of devotion.
I haven't. I'm definitely gonna have to look. Go ask ChatGPT to tell us about it, actually, because we were just looking some stuff up on ChatGPT, because it's pretty amazing what you can find out on there. Yeah, what is that story?
Krishna and ChatGPT won't tell us about it.
It doesn't. Okay. Well, where is your other one? Because just on the idea of like doing good things and like spreading light and love in the universe, I feel like that's one of those things that when you put that out there, then the universe shows up to help you do it, to help you like accomplish it more. So whatever your devotion looks like, I feel like if you just offer it like with pure intent, then whatever it is.
Oh, it's the banana peel story.
Oh, it is that. Okay, it is that.
Yes, we have. We definitely have. I think we told it maybe on the last Krishna Fan Club. If not, we told the story in one of our other videos. But yes, that is near and dear to us, and that's why we chose the banana today.
That is why we chose the banana.
Because of, who was it? It was an aunt of somebody was feeding Krishna the banana peels, just out of like, she was so admired by him. So
yeah, yes. I feel like that's the pertinent story. I think it is.
Oh, and Debbie's child makes a good point. But if we do that auspicious deed with the intention of a specific result, will it count as a selfless deed? I think that's something to be talked about.
Yeah, no, let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess my thought is, when I got this download, what I thought is, okay, if somebody goes out into the world and does something, yes, you're trying to, you are not doing it without attachment in the sense of like you want something back. But I guess I'm thinking of it more of like an energy exchange. And that's really what I think. So like, if you're doing it for the intent of like a good energy exchange, I don't know. I think that's okay. I don't know. What's your thought about that? That's a good point.
I think it's a good point. What comes to mind immediately is not being attached to the fruit of the labor. So not doing the auspicious deed for the want of the reading, but doing the auspicious deed, like you said, for the exchange of energy and putting that energy out into the world. I think that is appropriate. I do.
Yeah. And maybe even detaching on what the message is. Because I know like when sometimes when you go to the universe with something, you have a question that you ask over and over. Sometimes I'll ask, I don't get the answer I want, so I just keep asking it in different ways, different people, different places, things like that. So something like that, like going after a certain answer might kind of change the energy on that.
Right.
But I guess I also think if I can offer up assistance to somebody who just needs an answer or just needs some type of connection to the universe, then my intent is just to do that. And part of why I've struggled with accepting money for readings is because it does feel a little weird. That's just it. So it's like I get these messages all the time. And so like to say, here's this beautiful message from the universe, here, now give me money, it feels weird, a little bit slightly weird. And that's why the universe is like, well, do a different energy exchange. Because I do feel that energy exchange is important for that. Like if you go to people who are astrologers or tarot readers or readers, like do pay them, like do exchange. Because the other part is that when you offer a message from the universe, from Krishna, whatever it is, and someone doesn't offer you something back, they take it or leave it. Like it's not the same. So imagine if you just you get something free, or you have something free given to you, a free class or something. You can go and you can accept that or not, but when you exchange something of yourself to get that back, I feel like then the energy exchange is real, and then it's happened. And then you get actually more out of it. Both people do. I don't know. So we'll see what happens on this. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah. And I think so too, that there's something to practicing living auspiciously.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Like no, we're not going to save a baby. We're probably not going to save a baby today, but
right. But let's add to the collective of auspiciousness. You know,
Yeah.
Like let's do that
for sure.
I love it. Marshall Rajput says, "Have you heard the story of Krishna and his poor childhood friend Sudama?" And no, we haven't. I asked ChatGPT, and when we get to that portion, that's the story that we'll read.
Okay,
today.
that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, I want to pull a Kali card actually, a Kali oracle. So we've been pulling these because one of the things that we really have been doing is tuning into the Divine Mother. Honestly, I mean, I'll have to say everything we're reading, it seems like all the commentaries, it does seem to be like very much coming from men. And the male point of view, which I get it. I totally do get it. But also, I think that there's a voice for the Divine Mother here. Sometimes you'll hear it right through us. Sometimes Shay will be the Divine Mother. Sometimes it'll be me. And I know these Kali cards absolutely represent the voice of the Divine Mother. So I'm going to pull one of these Kali cards. Here, how about this, Shay? You pull one out. Let's see what message we can have from Kali. Like I said, these cards are usually really powerful.
Wow, we got Bagalamukhi.
Bagalamukhi. I know exactly that card. Yes. Okay.
It's 23.
23. Bagalamukhi. Burning golden light of divine protection, she arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She is divine intervention and sacred activity. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which creates true happiness and bliss for ourselves and for all beings. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. I accept that,
Krishna.
and I claim that right now.
Thank you so much for that.
I'm gonna I got this for Christmas, and it's like amazing. It's one of my favorite things ever. It'll ring for like 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yes.
I accept that.
Lord of Nation says, Radharani is the Divine Mother. There are also many great female devotees of Krishna who are revered by many of us today, like Mirabai.
Where do I find them? Yeah, we're gonna have to look them up. We're gonna look them up. We're gonna look them up because we're looking for their voice.
We'll definitely look them up
for sure.
Yeah, well, you want to like prop that up against there or something. Okay.
Thank you, Divine Mother.
Beautiful. Thank you, Divine Mother.
We accept your protection.
Yes,
for sure. Okay. Do you want to read that story?
Yes. Google or ask ChatGPT about those.
Yeah, for sure.
Devotees, revered. Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely will.
Okay. Read that story.
Okay, so this story is the story that was just asked of us about Krishna and his poor childhood friend. Okay. Sudama and Krishna were childhood friends who grew up together in the village of Vrindavan. While Krishna belonged to the royal family, Sudama came from a humble background and lived in poverty. Despite the difference in their circumstances, their friendship remained strong. As the years passed, Sudama faced increasing financial difficulties. One day, his wife suggested that he seek help from his childhood friend Krishna, who had become the king of Dwarka. Initially hesitant, Sudama agreed and set out on a journey to meet Krishna. When Sudama reached Dwarka, he was mesmerized by the opulence of Krishna's palace. Despite his initial reservations, Sudama was warmly welcomed by Krishna, who embraced him with great affection. Krishna treated Sudama with utmost hospitality and made him feel at home. Sudama, however, was too proud to ask for help directly. Instead, he brought a humble gift, a small packet of beaten rice that his wife had given him as an offering for Krishna. Despite its modesty, Sudama presented the gift with genuine love and devotion. Krishna, the omniscient and compassionate friend, understood Sudama's true feelings. He graciously accepted the gift and in return blessed Sudama with immense wealth and prosperity. However, Krishna did not reveal his divine intervention, and Sudama, unaware of the miracle, returned home with a heart full of gratitude. When Sudama reached his home, he was astonished to find that it had transformed into a magnificent palace. His poverty had been replaced by abundance, and he realized the divine nature of Krishna's blessings. Sudama and his family lived happily ever after, and Sudama learned the valuable lesson of selfless devotion and humility. This story of Krishna and Sudama exemplifies the power of friendship, humility, and the boundless compassion of the divine. It is often recounted to highlight the significance of devotion and the unconditional love that Krishna has for his devotees.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful story.
Thanks so much for recommending that. And yeah, how lovely is that?
I feel like Krishna did that to my heart a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I mean, I think...
Like I had a sad, poor heart. And I went to Krishna with it. And next thing I know, I turn around and it's like, wow, it's like magical. It feels magical. I love that.
Mm-hmm. I love it so much.
Beautiful.
Okay, what's the next segment?
Okay, so the next segment, we're almost done actually. Actually, we're going to read a Gita verse. Because, of course, the Gita... Here, you take your...
Eknath Easwaran, and I'm going to read from this version as well.
Okay,
I like reading all three translations.
Like all three? Right.
As many translations as I can read, I'm open to reading because I like to make my own interpretation from as many interpretations as there are out there, being that I don't know Sanskrit myself, so
right,
I think it's helpful to read as many as you can.
I'm just going to... I lost the verse that I had, so I'm just going to randomly open... But we made these little Krishna bookmarks, so I just also want to offer that to Krishna because we were talking earlier about how Krishna loves our creativity.
Yes.
So hence we made hats, we made the sign, we made bookmarks. Okay.
If you're interested in a t-shirt, you can also email us.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh wow. Okay, that's really weird what I opened to.
Wait, tell me what.
Okay, so I'm on chapter 9, verse 27.
Oh.
So it's just a little bit later. Because we were doing 26. Now I'm a little bit later. So I just went right back to this page. Whatever thou doest, whatever thou eatest, whatever thou offerest in oblation or givest, whatever austerity thou performest, that do as an offering to me.
How beautiful that we just opened back up to the same verse that we read already. Beautiful. I read the Eknath Easwaran because I continued on, but I want to read it out of the Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Yeah.
And see
927.
927. Lord of Nations says, like Sudama, we may face difficulties and struggles initially, but eventually Krishna will surely do good for us. It is just like we had to be patient and keep faith on Krishna like Sudama.
Yeah, I know that's true. I know that's true. And we lose faith easy because we're just humans, honestly, and we get weak and we get afraid and we get tired and we get frustrated, we get impatient. So I really appreciate knowing that Krishna actually does have me. I know it. I know that's true.
Yes, absolutely.
There's all sort of pictures in that.
Yeah, there is. 926, that's where I'm going, right?
Yeah, 927.
927.
Yeah.
26. Oh, 27.
27.
Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. And so really when we talk about doing an austerity for the reading too, do it unto Krishna. Offer that to Krishna. Offer the austerity to Krishna, and this is just another way that the universe is giving you another little treat for doing that. Love it so much.
Beautiful.
Marshall Rajput says, please read story of Lord Rama and Shabri. You will know what true devotion is. Lord Rama is another avatar of Lord Vishnu. I'm happy to look that up actually right now. We might as well.
Yeah, let's read it.
Devi's Child also says there are many tests he had to go through, but the main thing is the soul of that story was somehow missing from ChatGPT's narration.
No surprise.
Seems AI do have its weaknesses. No surprise.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
It's so true. You're so right.
Okay. Lord Rama. And we take everything from ChatGPT with a grain of salt. And also I will, look up different
It's part of the collective, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think... do we feel like the collective consciousness, all of us, end up contributing to what is ChatGPT? So when it gives us these shallow answers, I feel like that is a reflection of humanity a little bit. It isn't able to really see the depths of it and all the beautiful nuances.
Right.
It really isn't.
No.
It is popping out a nice story, though. What is this?
This is the one about
Lord Rama?
Yep.
Okay, let's hear it.
Shabari was a devoted and humble woman who eagerly awaited the arrival of Lord Rama and eventually had the divine opportunity to meet him. Here's the story. Shabari was a simple tribal woman living in the forest of Panchavati. She had devoted her life to spiritual practices and was a sincere and pure-hearted devotee of Lord Rama. Shabari had heard from Rama's virtuous qualities and his divine mission, and she eagerly awaited his arrival in her secluded abode. One day, Lord Rama, along with his loyal brother Lakshmana, was on his quest to rescue his wife Sita, who had been abducted by the demon king Ravana. During their search, they entered the forest where Shabari lived. Shabari, filled with anticipation and devotion, had meticulously cleaned her house and arranged a simple meal of wild berries for Lord Rama's arrival. As Rama and Lakshmana approached her ashram, Shabari's heart brimmed with joy and reverence. When Lord Rama arrived at Shabari's home, he noticed her unwavering devotion and purity of heart. Shabari, overcome with emotion, welcomed Rama and Lakshmana with utmost respect. However, being a simple woman with limited resources, she had only wild berries to offer them. What made Shabari's devotion unique was her selfless love and humility. Before offering the berries to Rama, Shabari took a bite from each berry to ensure they were sweet and ripe. This act of tasting the berries before presenting them to the Lord showcased her pure intention and devotion.
Beautiful.
Lord Rama, recognizing the depths of Shabari's love and devotion, graciously accepted the berries offered by her. He commended Shabari for her unwavering faith and blessed her, acknowledging the sincerity of her heart. This story serves as a powerful example of devotion and the idea that the sincerity and purity in one's heart matters more than the material wealth or grandeur of offerings. It emphasizes that the divine values the love and devotion of a devotee over external manifestations of piety. Shabari's selfless devotion to Lord Rama is celebrated as a timeless symbol of unwavering faith and humility in Hindu tradition.
Beautiful. You know what I was thinking about during that? Just this idea of opening your home to the Lord, like opening your home for higher beings to come in, and what does that look like? And I was thinking about kind of like even these stories of like physically offering food or whatever to Krishna, but like it's in our quiet moments when we're alone that I feel like the nature of our devotion really comes out. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, if Krishna came to the door, for sure, I'd be going to get it together, and I'd be on my best behavior, and I'd be doing everything that I felt like would please Krishna. But like, am I doing that when he's not here physically at my front door? And am I living in a way that would be pleasing to him? Because he sees me all of the time. So I feel like when we live our lives, we can offer our entire lives up in devotion in the same way, as if Krishna's right here. And I know for me, like I've been talking about Krishna just feeling so personal to me.
Yeah.
And just feeling like he's like sitting next to me, like I love that comment about like Krishna is just making fun of you, because I will literally feel like a comment sometimes when I'm taking something too seriously. I'll hear Krishna just like make a comment to me. And I feel like until I can get my life to the point of just my whole life's a devotion. My whole life's an offering. It's like, am I really able to even hear what Krishna is trying to tell me until I'm able to do that? I don't know. That's just my thought. That's what I was thinking of during that.
Yes, well, this time the story seemed to have more depth. Yes.
Yeah, right. It does good.
Well
I know.
ChatGPT.
We've noticed that about ChatGPT. Sometimes it's...
And Lord of Nations asked us to read another story, and this is what I love, so I'm going to read it.
Yeah, read it.
Welcome to the fan club. So, Mirabai, let's see, she was born in 1498 into a royal family. From a young age, she exhibited a strong inclination towards spirituality, and her deep love for Lord Krishna became evident early in her life. Despite being born into a royal household, her heart longed for a spiritual connection rather than the worldly pursuits.
Yeah.
Her devotion to Lord Krishna intensified as she grew older. She considered herself married to Krishna, composing and singing devotional songs, expressing her love and surrender to him. Mira's unwavering devotion and her profound compositions earned her fame and admiration, but it also brought challenges, of course. She faced opposition and criticism from her royal family for her devotional practices, but she remained steadfast in her devotion. One famous episode from Mira's life involves the alleged poisoning attempt by her in-laws. According to the legend, they sent her a cup of poison believing that it would put an end to her devotion. However, after she fearlessly drank the poison, it is said that Lord Krishna turned it into nectar, saving her life. Eventually, her life took her to the holy place of Vrindavan.
Wow, that's different, right? I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm kind of paraphrasing ChatGPT now at this point. Where she continued her devotional practices. Her poetic compositions remain popular to this day. Her songs reflect her intense love for Krishna and her yearning for union with the divine.
Beautiful.
Her life is celebrated for her unwavering devotion, simplicity, and her willingness to face the societal criticism for the sake of her love for Lord Krishna. Her story has become a symbol of pure, selfless devotion.
I love that. That's amazing.
It's inspiring. It's inspiring because when you think about just, especially us, like living in the United States, like
no one here knows Krishna.
Not a lot of people do, and so it is out of the norm here for us to be holding a Krishna official fan club to have pure love and devotion unto Krishna is not something that is normal. And I could see how it could be people don't really understand it.
Yeah, no, they don't know. They don't know.
So
actually, they've teased us a little bit about it. They really have.
Yeah. And the opposition is of ignorance, I believe, totally. And so I don't take it personally whatsoever. And my relationship with Krishna is so strong that I know what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter what anybody says. But I give such devotion to those who have come before us, who are reminding us to keep the devotion unto him.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's part of what I'm so fascinated by the bhaktis.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're not necessarily bhaktis. We're not necessarily, I don't even know what I would even call myself, like a devotee of Krishna. I just love him, right? I find it really interesting though, when people are willing to devote their whole life. And I get it. Yeah, I get it. I think I've done that in a prior lifetime. In fact, I know I have. Krishna told me that I have served him for 3 lifetimes, actually. So, because I was asking him, when he first started showing up in my life, I just felt so overwhelmed by his love, and I just want to do things right. I want to do it right. Does that make sense, Jade, what I'm talking about? It's I want to worship him in a way that he'll accept. But the message I was just getting back was actually, you don't have to do anything but devotion. You don't have to do anything. But just be your authentic self and spread love and light in the world. And that's kind of what I feel like we asked. Actually, let's go to these questions because they were pretty good. We actually, one of the things we were going to do is ask ChatGPT what was it? What was the question we asked?
Well, first, Marshall Rajput says, do you know about Lord Hanuman? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do know about Lord Hanuman.
And we had a whole download, 3 months ago about Lord Hanuman, and we looked up all these things. About him, and I actually have a little monkey feather that my partner Peyton had carried for many, many years that I realize is a manifestation of Lord Hanuman on my altar. So yes, we do know.
We do.
I didn't realize though that he was the greatest devotee of Lord Rama. I didn't realize that. And he also asks, or they also ask, what is your relationship with Krishna? Child, mother, friend? He's my best friend. I think that you have...
He's my beloved.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call him. I feel like that's the right word.
Yeah.
He's my beloved. I love him. Like,
And
I love him.
he's my...
I just want to lay at his feet.
And he's my best friend. I
For sure.
love him so much. And I have this image of us frequently, like, hooking arms and, like, skipping down the street together. Like, laughing together. It's light. I mean, think about your relationship with your best friend where you can say anything to them. They don't get offended by you.
Yeah.
They love you unconditionally. That's my relationship.
Ridiculously wise. So, like, I can be like, Krishna, tell me something. And then he does. Every time. Never fails. It literally never fails.
Right.
When I'm like, go to him and ask him something. And I always picture myself, like, sitting in the back of the chariot. Like, him and Arjuna are just like chatting it up, and I'm just like sitting there, just watching, just like fangirling out, and just like, what? Just like, tell me more, just talk more, just everything. That's how I feel about him. So whatever that is, I'm a fan. That's what it is. We're fans. So it's like fan club.
Debbie Child said that for Mari Bai, before drinking the poison, she believed the in-laws when they said it was prasad, which is which is offered to Krishna, and she drank that poison by saying, "Food from Krishna is nectar," and then Krishna made it true.
And then he made it true, of course.
It's so true. I even think about the stories of monks like taking some type of poison into their body and then not being affected by it. I think in the world that we live in right now, we're so disconnected from our food in general, meaning like a lot of us aren't growing our own food. Blessing it and offering it unto Krishna can turn it into nectar for our bodies. I love that. Okay, we asked ChatGPT if Krishna had a fan club, what would be some aspects that he would want included? And it popped us out some things. Devotion and love was number one.
Devotion and love.
Course. And we have, from the very beginning, devoted this to devotion and love, for sure, unto Krishna. Philosophical wisdom was the second one, and this is why we read from the Gita, because this wisdom is so important for not only our understanding of Krishna, but just to hear him and where he's coming from. Devotional music is the next one, and as I say that, I like want to do.
I know, right?
For you, Krishna. Acts of kindness and service, which is again is why we were reading the Auspicious Deeds, and I think that's why you've had that download specifically to read people for Auspicious Deeds. Cultural celebrations. This is something that we don't know so much about.
Yeah, we don't.
Right,
we don't.
But we will learn more about for sure. Yoga and meditation workshops. I teach yoga in my own town. And that is a way that I offer my services unto Krishna.
Well, I just want to back up and say something about yoga, because to me, yoga is where it all started, actually. Like, yoga came, then Krishna came.
I always tell people that I guide in yoga that yoga asana is like the gateway into what yoga really is. Yeah. You know, it's like once you get into your body and then free up some space for yourself, release some things, then Krishna will trickle his way right.
Well, my spiritual master says that we do yoga just so that we can sit. That's it. Yeah. So we can sit still and listen and go within, and it's true.
So true. The next one is literary discussions, which again we have the Gita here. The 8th one is environmental awareness, Krishna's connection with nature, which is a very important part of my life. Yeah. Artistic expressions, and inclusivity and harmony. So I hope that we embody all of those things in our Krishna Fan Club for sure. Yeah. I think it's our aim to, it's our hope to. Not only in this fan club, but in my life, I hope to bring all of those things into my life as service unto Krishna and unto the collective as in general.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. I think that's a good way to actually close out. So I'm gonna actually make a motion to go ahead and officially close this second meeting of the official Krishna Fan Club. Do I have a second?
I second.
Bam.
We will be holding the official Krishna Fan Club on the first Saturday of every month. So what is the next Saturday? Let me look at the calendar really quickly.
But also, we will be doing some more episodes getting deep into the Gita. It's been the holidays, so we do plan on putting out some more. I've been reading the Bhagavatam, so I want to talk about that because I've been reading some stuff in there that's like really cool. So for sure, check out our other episodes talking about the Gita. We would love to have our conversation keep going because this, like we started out saying, Krishna changed our life and we offer our love and devotion to him, and this is one of the ways we're doing it. And discussing what he's said and what he's told us is one of my favorite things to do. So
so come back and join us on February 3rd. Time is to be announced. We will try to give... It is Groundhog
Day.
Yep.
Okay, so Groundhog Day in America, basically we have this weird tradition where on Groundhog Day, there's a certain groundhog, Puxatawny Phil, for a while, Puxatawny Phil, this little groundhog like comes out, and if he sees his shadow, then we have 6 more weeks of winter. Weird tradition. Anyway, that's Groundhog Day. Next first Saturday. What else, Shay?
Somebody asked one more question that I'm going to ask ChatGPT really quick, so I just want to ask.
And there's so many stories. There's so many millions of stories. I love reading about everything because this is all new to us, and maybe you grew up hearing these things, and but for me, it's just like I was saying at the beginning, I feel like a child a little bit. Just trying to hear and listen, and just I'm slightly in a state of wonder about it, for sure.
Okay, this is a big, long story. Again.
Wow, okay. Sacrifice.
So Babarika's, it says that Krishna granted him divine vision to witness the entire Kurukshetra war from the hill of Samantaka. And so therefore he observed the entire war. Wow. So I don't know if that answers your question, Debbie's child, but ChatGPT does have a big long story about that. But anyway, we already closed our official Krishna Fan Club, and we will meet again on February 3rd.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Love and light to all of you.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Please check the description. Please like, share, give us a Hare Krishna in the comments. We love you so much. Until next time.
I don't know how to leave. I think it's just this. Bye. Yes.